Everybody, hoping you all are doing well. Once again, welcoming you on the channel of Learn with Amina, and I hope you have been enjoying my previous videos. And today, I have brought another new thing for you, and that really is amazing. And you are going to be a very fluent speaker. So, I have a question out there. Do you look fluent and learn this English with body language ever? So you can have entire conversation using your body language. If you really want to be fluent, I just want to say that communicate effectively with the English speakers and you will be able to understand why I asked you this question. So you just need to read and understand today's video that how body language is impressively important in your conversation of English language. So I'll be telling you today how it's important for you. Let's start today's video. First of all, I just want to discuss with you that what exactly is body language. So, body language is communication without words. It is the movement of facial features or parts of body which intentionally or unintentionally express thoughts and attitudes. So there are three key types of body language. Number one is facial expressions, means a smile, a straight face, eye contact, and any other thing that is your facial expression, any frown expression as well. Number two key type is hand gestures. So when you talk, do you move your hands around or do you keep them at a side? Just like folded arms, hands on hips and hands on pockets, and create different messages even if you are saying the same thing. So the third key type is body position. Now it's really important. The position of your body also means a lot. So leaning forward while somebody is speaking or how far you stand apart from your audience, it really matters. So as I talk to you about the body language, what exactly is, so now I'm going to tell you why is body language important while listening and learning English language. Let's talk about it. Now, if you think that it's really important to learn body language, so I'm going to tell you about a professor whose name is Albert Mehrbin. He concluded in a research that communication consists of three separate elements. What are those elements? Words, tone of voice, and body language. So his research says that how people communicate feelings and attitudes, and found out that only 7% of that communication comes from words. Meanwhile, 38% of messages and communication of tone of voice, and 55% of messages are communicated by body language. So now I hope you understand how important it is. Now I'll be telling you how you can use your body language in English communication. I'll be telling you some essential types of body language that English speakers generally use, like organized by theme, so you can practice in a language of English class. First of all, learn this body language to avoid any kind of misunderstanding. If everyone said that's truly meant, it must be easier to communicate. Unfortunately, it's not the case. So people fail to express themselves in words. Sometimes they are opposite what they mean. So it's important that you communicate well. One of the things is that people mostly roll their eyes to show disapproval or annoyance if they are not agreed to something. So if you're going to do it, that really matters. Now, learn body language to ensure that others are understanding you. Now, avoid eye contact. If you avoid eye contact, that really matters. So, the frequency and intensity of eye contact depends on a person's cultural background and personality. Now, in English speaking world, a person can hold eye contact when he or she converses with others. So if you detect a lack of gaze, it means your listener is four things ahead. If the listener is distracted, confused, he's bored and no longer able to follow the conversation, what you are taking. Next up, I want to tell you that it's really important if you are scratching face, rubbing nose, or doing some things like that. This will make your fluency bit of disturbed. If you're explaining a project and you keep on scratching your chin, your face, it's likely that you are not fully understanding the things and you're confused. So when you see body language, you can also use one of the expressions in your language. So resting head in hands and playing with your hair. Both of these gestures indicate that someone is bored and distracted. If you're telling your friend about your weekend biking trip or something else, and she keeps playing with her hair, it means that he or she is bored and not interested in your talk anymore. Next up, I want to say you that if you nod your head, means you do nodding. If you remember it, shaking one's head shows disagreement. Like nodding and moving your head up and down is opposite, and it expresses you agree with someone. So you should always smile. Smile makes you appear very friendly and encourage other person to listen to you carefully and to keep attractive towards you. So when you ask for feedback about your project, add a smile to the question, what do you think of it? So you will come across being a very confident speaker. Next up, let's talk about gesturing with your hands. If you move your hands widely and decisively, you will show others your ownership of the space of the topic. Say for example, if you can extend the arms and on the both sides, palms up, moving them slightly left to right and synchronize with the rhythm of your speech. So how it will be? It will be really impressive for the listeners. So sitting up straight. It's essential to stand or sit straight. Why? Because it makes you look taller and some more important. So my name is Amina and I am the new marketing assistant. If I say this, that means you will be able to understand if I'm just you are imagining me sitting in front of you and listening to you carefully. So you should do open shoulders. An open stance in your shoulders and arms indicates that you're open to suggestions, any ideas, and constructive feedbacks. Do not crouch or bend. Why? Because it looks very insecure. Make sure to understand with an open position when you search for input from someone with a question like, what do you can think? What you can do is that you can just practice. If you're not around a native speaker, what you can do is you can find on internet different places to work on and to be a fluent speaker. So you should do guesses and you should predict people. You should play a movie, just turn off the subtitles, turn off the audios, and then guess what the speaker is saying. So it will improve you beyond your imaginations. So people out there, I hope you know how body language is important in your communication skills, and I hope that when next time you speak to other people around you, you will be better expressive person to yourself. even with or without words. So, till my next video, do take care of yourself. Be Amanullah. This is Learn English with Amina. Keep sharing, subscribing, and liking my channel. This is Learn with Amina.